Hello, dear Leo. I'm Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your February 2022 horoscope. And we kick off the month with a new moon in Aquarius, and this is in your seventh house. And we have Venus direct now in Capricorn, now moving forward in that sixth house. And so you're most likely feeling the pickup of your daily routines, focusing on your health. Maybe there's some coworkers that you were having some tension with that are now able to discuss things, having an objective view, especially with the new moon in Aquarius in the seventh house. You're probably focused on relationships in general, but it may be more on your everyday relationships. So, those that you interact with on a regular basis, if you go to an office or you work from home, the people that you're interacting with, as well as your own personal relationships and those that you see every day, your children, your beloved, if you are partnered, or your friends. And so I would imagine that your relationships and partnerships have come into a really clear focus about now. We still have Mercury retrograde until the 4th of the month, and then it does station and go direct while the Sun and Saturn will be canoodling. And this is going to further emphasize that sixth and seventh houses. And we have Venus and Mars canoodling for the entire month in your sixth house, bringing you this beautiful opportunity through the whole month of February to attract and to be able to drive your ambitions forward with your daily routine. So, those of you Leos who have been really focused on your health, maybe. I know January tends to be the big push for getting back into a workout routine or diet or both, things like that. Maybe you didn't feel that push for it. Maybe you were sort of in that internal process, especially with Venus being retrograding throughout the month of January. Now you can start to see the results and you can start to feel the motivation returning. You may also find that people are coming out of the woodwork now looking for ways in which you can support them and work with them. I would say, especially if you're in your own business, that you'll find new clients just start showing up and saying, hey, can I work with you? And I see a lot of contracts being written for you, especially with that seventh house being active. Now, of course, we have to talk about romance and relationships because of Venus and Mars, and because we are relational beings, and everybody feels good when they're in love or when they're connected to somebody that they say they really care about. And that's no different for you, Leo. And I would offer that, especially during this entire month, that you'll find yourself compromising certain things and having conversations that need to have compromise come in. A lot of forgiveness may take place if there's been harm or there's been some things said that were unclear. You also may be finding yourself really anchoring in and fighting for the things that you value most. And this is a beautiful opportunity, especially with February being the month of love, with Valentine's Day and all of that, that this is a beautiful opportunity for you to attract more situations where you can share your love and share the way in which you express that love. I think of the 5 love languages, and however that shows up for you, you're able to have that connection with your friends, your family, your beloved. But let's talk romance for a second. With the seventh house here being really active this month and the sixth house, you should find, I'm going to speak to the single Leos first. You may find yourself especially charming this month and your magnetism being way up. And so if you are really focused on, I'm ready for that romance and that relationship, this is the month to get the online dating going or to have your friends connect you, get out and socialize. I would venture to say a lot of you single Leos may meet a new romantic partner through a daily routine, through your workplace, or let's say you're going to a fitness center or a yoga studio or Pilates, something like that. So, mingle, socialize, do the things that you do well. If you are in a bonded relationship, then Leo, you get a chance to be able to readdress certain conversations that maybe didn't make sense, or there was confusion around it, or you had to table it because it just wasn't productive, or you weren't getting the results you wanted. Now, especially with Mars and Capricorn, you can have these conversations again, and you can work together with your partner to find the solutions that feel good to both of you. You may also find yourselves working together. That may be another thing that bonds the two of you even closer, is you may now be able to take on a project. You may think about how you can improve. This is about self-development, self-improvement, but on a relationship level, maybe you hire a professional that helps you walk through some tougher dynamics, but both of you are willing to commit to it. This is a big commitment month for you, single or bonded. And I would also say, Leo, that when it shows up, it may be in a very unusual way, but it will be one that allows you to do it in your own unique way. And I would even say that maybe your partner has stuff that they're working through, and you get to say, hey, let me show you how loyal and how steadfast I am, as well as I can keep this light and I can keep it gregarious. And so that allows you, the partner, as if I'm speaking to your partner, that will allow you to be able to know that you have the support. So if you need to fall apart, or if you need to burn the midnight oil and work long hours, I can anchor things here at home, and I can anchor things here on a financial level, or whatever that the two of you need in order to feel really safe and secure with each other. There is a possibility here, Leo, because in the month of February, of course, we have a full moon in your sign. That happens on the 16th. There is a possibility that if you're in a relationship dynamic, whether it's personal or professional, that it does go away. But that is a very small piece here, because really what I sense intuitively for you, Leo, is that that full moon is going to let you release past hurts. It's going to let you release past trauma. It will allow you to release all the things that that maybe you were holding on to, or maybe your partner was holding on to, or your if there's been some confusion or misunderstandings or hurt in the workplace, you'll be able to let that go. I feel like forgiveness is a really big key here at this full moon in Leo. And that gives you a reset button to feel like you can finally move forward, and you're not holding on to it. If you are in a relationship, like I say, that has to be let go, this is an opportunity for you to really do what you do well, which is work from the heart. I will also say that you can show up in a whole new way. This is a beautiful time if you've been holding off on doing any sort of change in your looks, if you will, whether it's changing your hair color, having cosmetic surgery, maybe seeing results from the hard work you've put in over the last couple of months with your physical health. Maybe you're doing some body recomposition. Then after the middle of the month, you should start to feel as though you're seeing the results, your friends and family see the results of this, and you're just going to feel really in your own power. The other thing is, we do have Mercury re-entering your 7th house of Aquarius, and that is happening on the 14th, on Valentine's Day. So if you're looking for romance and for love and connecting with someone special, don't get discouraged if for some reason it feels a little bit airy, or it feels a little bit unusual in the way in which the two of you connect. However, this can give you creativity, which is something you do really well. And we're going to have the sun moving into Pisces on the 18th, the second half of the month of February. That will also energize your creativity that much more. So think of this month as being creative, maybe creative in the way you express your love, or the way in which you connect with someone. And give yourself over to the romance of the month. There's nothing wrong with that imagination, nothing wrong with having a little bit of fantasy out there, because the first tool in a shaman's toolkit is imagination. Why? Because it lets us tap into the field of infinite possibilities. And I offer something else to you, Leo. A few of you are going to see somebody in your workforce exit suddenly around this full moon in your sign. And that gives you opportunity to be able to rise up and take some responsibility. I feel like your daily work is going to increase when that happens. You may have to do the role of 3 or 4 people instead of just one. So do be prepared for that. Organization is going to be key this month as well. You have the support of Mars in Capricorn and Venus in Capricorn canoodling. So that should give you the extra energy, the extra push, the extra motivation, as well as the resources that you need in order to accomplish the bigger picture. So do get organized this month as well. All right, Leo, I really hope that this helps. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Come find me at jamiedawn.com. And don't forget, these are general readings. So you do want to look at your own natal chart. If you're not familiar with it, find an astrologer, myself or someone else, who can walk through it with you. All right, Leo, have such a great month.